welcome everyone to another episode of the Shaymin vlog. I am Grandmaster Shaymin, and well, I'd like to thank you all for watching last week's episode. I'm still trying to get up and coming into this thing, and unfortunately, as you can see, there has been nothing released since the last episode of the Shaymin vlog, and I'm a little disappointed about that. To be honest, a bit bitter. I did record an episode of Monday Night Raw last week on this very day, on Wednesday of last week. I recorded the Shaymin vlog. I did everything. Thought I was good and didn't want to upload. I tried to upload it about 5 separate times and nothing really happened there. So unfortunately, that doesn't look like it's going to be a thing for the time being. I'll probably try and upload it again after releasing this video. But as for right now, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to release many WWE content. Unfortunately, I mean, I thought it was a pretty interesting episode of Raw. Of course, that Monday Night Raw was of last week, so there wasn't a new women's champion at the time, so Sasha Banks was still champion going into the Monday Night Raw and all that stuff. So hopefully it'll upload and then I can move on to SmackDown. I really have some good things planned, especially with NXT. NXT is going to be really exciting. In my opinion, I think NXT is going to be the best part of the whole thing if I can get it up and running in time. But unfortunately, as I tried to upload it last week, didn't work. So there's that. I was really hoping to do that because I was discouraged about that, and then I still have to work. I've been waking up later and later every single day, it seems. So there's that. Plus, watching anime. I want to keep up and going on that. Just finished the Irregular at Magic High School, which I have mixed feelings about. Not going to say it's a bad show, but there are a lot of flaws in that show. So, I have mixed feelings about that. But as for the future of this channel, I'm trying to continue uploading videos on a regular basis. I still want to go back and try and continue Lost Song for Sword Art Online and try and finish that game because I wasn't able to get completed with that one. I kind of want to play that fighting game, the Denkai, whatever it's called off the top of my head. I have a rough time remembering, but it's the one fighting game with Kirito and Railgun and all that stuff. And now that I've watched the Irregular Magic High School, I know every single character in that game, so there's always that to be excited about. Not to mention the fact that if I can't get this going, it would be difficult to release the new Fate game that I'm planning on releasing episodes starting January 10th when the game comes out. It's just going to depend upon if I work that night and when the game gets here, which my hope is that it will get here around noon, so that way I can just start playing it immediately because that is what I want, and I'm going to play the shit out of it. So I'm hoping that I get a lot of content on the Fate game up and out of the way. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. Also, Pokemon Nuzlocke. I'm trying to go back and play Heart Gold. Again, though, with the lack of time because I have to work full time, and the discouragement over the fact that I couldn't get Raw up on the channel, and on top of that, I've been sleeping for a really long time, so my time during the day is cut off. then I can't really record while my roommates are up and about. Not that there's any problem with that, but while they're here, I can't really record anything. So it makes a huge uh, decrease in the amount of time that I have to do stuff, and we'll have to see how that goes. I have a lot of anime on my list, but most of them, in fact, I don't think there's one that's completed yet. I could be wrong about that though, but most of them are still being dubbed in English, or they still have episodes to be released subbed if they're not going to be dubbed. So there's that. Um, of course, this is another week gone by. I believe last week was 202, so this should be 209 days on HRT. Um, and as you can tell, nothing's really changed about me almost at all. But I mean, I'm kind of used to that at this point. Nothing to really be surprised about in that regard. As much as I'd want things to change, I can't just use magic, sadly. So it's been a while since I've noticed any real difference in my physique or anything. I do know that I've been a bit moodier as of the last few months, but I mean that doesn't really do anything for me. So we'll have to see. Man, I just I'm a little let down by the fact that Raw didn't upload, because while it wasn't the greatest episode I've ever done in my entire life, um, I can't move on to SmackDown and NXT without doing Raw. And I'll admit to you right now, Raw is kind of going to be a bit worse than SmackDown or NXT because of the lack of options. I mean, really think about it. On Raw, you have very few people that are eligible for mid-card standings. You've got either the really top guys like Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. You've got the guys that either are good enough to be at the top, or the WWE believes they're good enough to go to the top, Roman Reigns. But it's either that, or you've got the Shining Stars and Alicia Fox and crap. I'm not going to say that they're crap wrestlers, but they are not mid carders, and they're not on the top part of the on the they're not main eventing and being at the top part of the show with the best of them. So Monday Night Raw is a little difficult for me, especially if Sami Zayn leaves. It depends on who Sami Zayn gets traded for, which we still haven't got any sort of result for. If Sami Zayn does in fact get traded to SmackDown like he's supposed to, they've got to get someone who can fill the kind of mid to high card slot that can, fight Roman Reigns and believably win, but still, lose to guys like Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens, and still be kind of a mid card, but wouldn't be surprised if he won type of person. And that's, I think, going to be very difficult because Sami Zayn fits that bill perfectly. It's just, they're not using him well. I don't know what to say. And you've got two guys, Sheamus and Cesaro, that are good, solid singles athletes that could believably beat Roman Reigns. Hell, Sheamus has done it before for the Universal, or at the time the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. But I feel like they're wasting a lot of time with that. So Monday Night Raw, in my opinion, is going to be harder to bring out the best content. Now SmackDown's got a lot more variety to it. We've got even in real life, Dolph Ziggler challenging AJ Styles to the WWE Championship, even though Dolph Ziggler got his ass kicked by The Miz multiple times and ended up winning and then losing the title immediately after winning the title. But again, he's a guy that if he beat AJ Styles, I'd be surprised, but it's not like it wouldn't technically be believable because Dolph Ziggler has won world titles. He does have the skill for it. He did have one of the best Survivor Series showings of all time. It's really hard to say that Dolph Ziggler wouldn't be someone that you could see taking the title off of AJ Styles. I mean, I'd be surprised if he was successful, but AJ Styles is probably going to kick his ass. But, they've got a lot more variety. At any point, they could get Baron Corbin, the WWE Championship, the triple threat match that's happening next week. You never know. Maybe they'll surprise everyone and Baron Corbin will win the title and it'll be Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles at the Rumble for the WWE Championship. You never know. You never know. I highly doubt that's going to happen, but it could. And I'm not going to sit here and say Baron Corbin has no chance. Like, I don't know, James Ellsworth had no chance to win, last night. So, I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot more that you can do with the SmackDown roster than you can do with the Raw roster. And then for NXT, most of it's just created superstars from non-WWE type things. So it's just going to be exciting because I could do whatever the hell I want with it, and it's going to be completely up there. The biggest thing, though, is that technically anyone can win in this version of WWE because I'm not playing any of the matches. So I just sit there and click, okay, we're going to start the match now, and then I'm going to talk about it, obviously, and make references and do whatever I can to make it entertaining as possible, which I'm not the greatest in the world at, but I do what I can to make sure it's entertaining. Not only that, but the fact that I can actually put in the right music for the right superstars. I'm a little bit wary on copyright claims, but I feel like nothing should change because I'm showcasing their superstars and their video game. So, like, shouldn't they be flattered by that instead? I don't know. But outside of that, I kind of want to get back to Madden. Maybe do another Madden tournament thing. Probably not, though. I don't really know. Maybe do an NHL franchise mode. That sounds like it would be pretty interesting. Baseball comes out in another few months, but I do have MLB The Show 16. I could possibly do some things on that. My time is very limited, though, so I really hope you guys understand that I won't be able to put out content every single day. In fact, I haven't done anything in the last week, so my goal is to just kind of put out maybe 2, 3, 4 things a week rather than, 0. But we'll have to see how this goes. I'm hoping that I can do something along those lines. Maybe even talk about, next anime seasons, anime, and kind of just go down the list and tell you what I think about each show. Or I'm not really 100% sure yet what I'm gonna do, but my goal remains to try and put out at least some content. That's just what I hope to accomplish. So thank you guys for watching this episode of the Shaymin Vlog. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button and leave a comment in the comment section down below on your thoughts and reactions to this video. Also, if you have any suggestions for what you want to see off this channel, please be sure to go and leave it in the comment section. Say, I want to see, anime reviews return to your channel outside of the, one that I did earlier. Or, I want to see Madden 17 or something, Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below if there's anything that you want to see in particular. And I'll be sure to try and make something happen. So thank you all guys for your support, and I hope to continue to put out content and continue hearing your guys' reactions to it in the future. So thank you guys very much, and we'll see you next time.